I will explain this. Matt, if you could set up the camera right, you idiot. There we go. There we go. Now, I will explain this one time and one time only. Washington did not... All right. Yeah, we're recording. All right, we're good. I know all of you are probably like, Matt, what's going on? Why are we outside? And it's because I told you I was going to keep you updated on the Christmas light situation. I'm not, well, I'd say I'm about 70% finished. All right, flip the camera around. All right, there's my deer. Then I got the net lights on the bushes, and I did the multicolor lights this year on these little cut up hydrangeas. So I got the net lights over here, yet again with the multicolor. And that's it for the front. Well, that's really it for everything. And next up is, you see this, pretty much looks like a Christmas tree. Wrap lights around it. Then I got one more over there, and I'll go up here. So these three poles right here, boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna wrap lights around those. Haven't got to that. That's gonna take like 5 minutes. And then I got these, I like these little mini Christmas trees. They turned out good. I had them last year, lights still work on them. And yeah, flip y'all around here. All right, it's 6:04. I'm getting updates from ESPN left and right. The show's starting. Come back, I think by Saturday night, because today's Tuesday. Oh yeah, by Saturday night, when I'm reacting to, doing the live reactions to all the games, I'm gonna be done with the Christmas lights, and I'll show y'all better. Maybe give y'all like a street view, but it's turning out pretty good. And yeah, let's go check on these Reagans, man. All right, guys, back in the man cave. Hopefully, I was really just banging on the fact that they're gonna be late to showing these rankings like they do with all the games. You know, if you got like a 2:30 kickoff, it don't kick off at 2:30, it kicks off at 2:40. Turning the TV on now. Hopefully, we didn't miss anything. Worst case scenario, we probably missed what? The top, 25. I mean, not the whole 25, but 25 through 20 or 25 through 10. Oh yeah, what do you know? They're showing 20 through 16, which really doesn't even matter. Who cares, honestly? I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I care about 20 through 16. Show it to y'all right here. Woo! Don't get copyrighted. Move this back. Let's get into it. I guess this is perfect timing. Oklahoma State at 20. Nothing surprising. Oregon State fell. Oh, what about this? Iowa dropped. They won and dropped to 17. I still can't believe Iowa was 9-2. They win every game like 15 to 13. 12 to 10. Just making sure my lights are good over here. Yeah. All right, let's go, man. We're ready for the top 10. All right, 15 through 11 here. Arizona, they jump up. Everybody jumped up 15. Show y'all real quick in case y'all didn't see it live. I'm sure most of y'all did. Nothing really to be said here because all these teams are eliminated from playoff contention, as do I. Penn State is still even in the top 20. Just, that team is so mid. That's what they are. They're mid. Every single year for Penn State. They're going to beat the teams they're supposed to beat, but they're never going to win a big game. Never. It's James Franklin's signature move. I think I saw a stat. Don't hold me to this, but he's something like 3 for 17 in his last top 15 or 10 matchups. Or that might be a top 25. I don't know. That's just ridiculous, man. But it goes back to this. I don't know what the standard is for Penn State. I'm not a Penn State fan. Are they okay with winning 9 or 10 games a year? Or is their standard to win championships? If it's just to win 9, 10 games a year, hey, you're on par. Heading into the top 10 before they show it here, because I'm going to talk about this a little bit. Before they even show it, I've said this in a past couple of videos, and I'm going to say it again in this one, so I just make this astronomically clear. I have Florida State in my rankings. I've dropped them. I'll release them tomorrow on YouTube. I've already released them on Twitter, so if you want early access, you can go on my Twitter. I have dropped Florida State mightily, and so has everybody else. However, what did I preach in one of the recent videos? The committee has a golden rule. Well, it's not a golden rule. It is one of the rules. They don't project. What does that mean? Hold on, let me unzip this, man. I'm burning up. It's way hotter inside than it was outside. Like I was saying, the committee doesn't project. What does that mean? They're not going to look at Florida State like, oh, well, they don't have Jordan Travis. They're showing Louisville right here. I got some time. They're not going to drop Florida State and go, oh, well, they don't have Jordan Travis, so they're probably worse than Texas Alabama. No. They're going to wait and see how Florida State plays with their backup quarterback, and then if he sucks, they'll drop him. So If he does bad against Florida this week, expect Florida State to drop. But this week, I would say, worst case scenario, Missouri's at 9 here. Florida State only drops to number 5, and Washington goes up. But yet again, that's not because of the injury of Jordan Travis. And your casual fans are going to say, oh yeah, they dropped Florida State because of injury. No. That's more so of because of Washington's big win over Oregon State. New week, same story. My Alabama Crimson Tide are sticking at number 8. Not shocked because, well, nobody lost in front of them. So really can't be too mad about it. Can't be mad at having Texas over Bama because they beat us by 10 points on our home field. It is what it is. There's really... Look, if Alabama played Texas tomorrow, I'd pick Texas. I mean, whoa. Hold on, Matt. Texas at 7. If Bama and Texas played tomorrow, I'd pick Alabama in the rematch because I just think this Alabama team has gotten way better since week 2. And I think Texas has stayed stagnant. They haven't gotten worse, but I just think Alabama's a better team. But that's why we play the games. Texas won in week 2. And whether you like it or not, Alabama fans, yeah, they're probably going to wait to show the top 6. Whether you like it or not, Alabama fans, you're going to have to come to terms with reality. It don't matter what you think. It don't matter even if Alabama is the better team, Texas will get the nod over Bama if it comes down to it. But hopefully that doesn't happen and some other teams like Florida State loses, Washington, Oregon. Hopefully just something. And hey, who knows? Maybe Texas, they lose this week to Texas Tech. Tech ain't a bad ball team. They're not very good, but they're not bad. And also they can lose in the Big 12 championship. You never know. So I told y'all. Florida State was not going to drop. There's 10 through 6. Oregon is at number 6. And I already know everybody on Twitter's fuming. What? Florida State has a backup quarterback who's barely even played. How is Oregon, Texas, and Alabama behind them? I get it, but you got to understand the rules before you comment on stuff. The committee doesn't project. And I can't harp on and emphasize that enough. They're not going to de-rank Florida State because, okay, realistically speaking, is Florida State going to be worse with their backup quarterback than they'd be if they had Jordan Travis? Yes, and even Florida State fans would tell you that. However, that's not how the committee goes about things. They're not going to evaluate them off of what they think is going to happen, if that makes sense. They're talking, so I'm going to get to erasing this so I don't stick on the board. All right, here we go. Back to it. They talked about it a little bit. Number 5, I expect to see Florida State here. Oh, they went with number 1 first, Georgia. What about that? Georgia at 1. Interesting. Went a little different with all this. 2, going to be Michigan. Oh, wait, no, my apologies. That was my rankings. 2 is going to be Little Bro Ohio State. And 3 is going to be Michigan, which it doesn't amount to the hill of beans. I don't know why anybody would be upset over that because they played this week. It's going to solve itself. What we're here for is to see where Florida State's at. Telling you right now, I'd be shocked. I'd be beyond shocked if Florida State didn't drop to number 5. I'm 99% sure they're going to be in this 5th spot as they show Michigan at number 3. There's just no way Washington doesn't leap up to 4. I know how the committee thinks and acts. They want to make everybody happy. And the media, they're putting up Washington. I mean, it's just got to, it's got to be Washington at 4. They got to do it. They had a pretty good win. I'll say they had a pretty good win over Oregon State. I'll give them some credit. Although I think Washington's still questionable, but, they won. We'll give it to them. Come on, man. 6:17 getting past my bedtime. They still ain't show these rankings. Focus. There we go. Yep. Caught it. I know the committee thinks, man. I know how they think. And I'm not mad about it. We talked about this in a video ago as they show Florida State. The Cinnamon Rolls, they dropped to number 5. And by the way, I don't have any sound on my TV. Well, I have a little, but I don't want to get copyrighted, so I really can't hear what they're saying. They may touch on what I'm about to say, so if I do repeat something they're about to say, I do apologize. I will explain this. Matt, if you could set up the camera right, you idiot. There we go. There we go. Now, I will explain this one time and one time only. Washington did not jump Florida State because of Jordan Travis's injury. They jumped Florida State. This is the committee's rules. This isn't MattBeGreat's rules or my golden rule. No. Look at the committee's guidelines, their rules, what they go off of, the best 4 teams, etc., etc. They have put it into place. They don't derate teams on injuries, okay? They don't do that. They're going to reevaluate Florida State this weekend. But as for now, no. That wasn't the main cause as to why they dropped. They dropped to 5 because Washington beat, what was Oregon State ranked 11th or 12th? Because Washington, long story short, had a great road win. And they feel like Washington deserves to be in that 4th spot. It has nothing, zilch, was it Zada or not? You get the point. Nothing to do with Florida State. Nothing whatsoever. Okay? Now, with that being said, I'll let this be known right now. And we'll throw this out there as they're showing the resume. Yeah, and Washington has a better resume, a better win. Florida State only has now one top 25 win over LSU. Oh, wait, Clemson's right now? Well, my bad. Now 2 top 25 wins. But Washington's strength of record's better, strength of schedule, and Washington, even at that, has better key wins. Oregon State. Well, what was I saying before that? It's the last thing I'm saying. Oh, yeah. Now, this weekend, pay attention to this. If Florida State, let's just say they beat Florida. I think Florida also has their backup quarterback. They beat them 21-17. The battle of the mid, the battle of the backup quarterbacks. And they look awful. And I believe Florida State's quarterback, they're going to go with the Rodemaker kid. If Rodemaker goes out here and he throws 3 interceptions and only has 95 passing yards and he looks awful, then expect Florida State next week to drop because of the backup quarterback and how they're just not the same team. Because with Jordan Travis, they're a different team. I think with Jordan Travis, they're a legit top 4 team. Without them, no. So that's all there is to it. And yeah, I don't have too much more to say. But pay attention to Florida State this weekend. If they don't look good, they may drop to 6, 7. I mean, I don't think they drop as far as 8, but right now, I think Alabama's better than Florida State. I really don't think it's that close, just because of the quarterback situation. That's all there is to it. And you can sit up here and say, oh, well, football is a team game. Listen up, buddy. When you're talking about the top 10, what separates 1 through 10 is quarterback play more times than not. We've seen it with Georgia the past couple of years. Georgia would have 4 to 5 championships if they had good quarterback play in the recent years. So that's the only thing that's held them back. Now they got great quarterback play, and look at them. Nobody can even compete with them. We're not talking about beating Georgia. We're talking about compete with them. I could sit up here all day talk about these rankings. There's not too much to be said. Let me know your thoughts down below about that.